Okay. We need to pretend that the right key is being held down. I don't want to have to do this myself, like actually hold it down, so you know what, we're just going to... so I don't want to put the code in yet for the right and left key and up, down key, all that kind of stuff. So right now, I'm going to set that variable equal to 1. I'm going to go back to the timer. I'm actually going to change how fast he's traveling. He traveled very fast. Now there's two ways I could do this. You could either make the timer slower, or you could make it make him not move so fast or so far. I'm actually going to go with this route. I'm going to cut his travel time in half, because I think jumping 10 pixels at a time, that's quite a distance. So he's only going to go half as much. So what we're going to have to do is say that if his animation is equal to 8, then oh no, wait, we still got to do 4. We have to somehow get twice as many animations in. It's got to loop through the whole thing twice. So you know what I guess I'll do is I'll just say 0.5. Whatever. You know what, I guess I won't draw to... we're still trying things. We don't know what looks right yet. He doesn't even animate yet, technically. So I'm going to try having him animate through this just at half the normal speed. And we'll see how this looks. Let's see if... yeah, okay, he's moving, he's just not animating. And he's moving a little slower, about half the speed. That's good, that's what we want. So now we'll change where he's drawn. We're going to have to say... we're going to come up with 2 new variables, temporary variables. I'm going to copy... oh no, I'm going to leave them. Here we go. Look A, or no, sorry, I already have that. Temp A and temp B. I'm going to set them equal to 0 and 0. Here's what we're going to do. Instead of having these 2 lines repeated for every possible action, you know, because every action is going to have its own set of animations, and it could just get very complicated, very ugly. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to say if... how should we put this here? Say if action equals... wait a minute. Yeah, action equals 0, then temp A equals 0. So if he's standing still, this is the one we want, 0. Then we say if action equals 1, then temp A equals 1 plus, normally we would say 1 plus, or well, we just say animation, right? Because his animation changes between 1 and 4, right? Is that? I'm thinking I might have this wrong. Let me go back to here. If it starts off, animation should be equal to 0. It goes through, so we'd have a half. Yeah, you know what? I gotta say 1 plus. Sorry if I'm all over the place here. 1 plus his animation, but his animation could be like 1.5. We can't put a half in. You know, we don't want to jump halfway through any of these things. So we're gonna say the integer of it. So it's gonna hack off any decimal. So 1 plus a and I if action equals 2, which was the next one. It's jumping. You know, I'm not going to put that in yet. We'll come up with extra actions as we get to them. I don't want to get ahead of the game here. If now that just figured out our x coordinate, right? From where to start pulling stuff. Now we got to go do our y coordinate. So this is easy as saying direction. We can just say if d equals 1, he's traveling to the left, then temp b equals 1. If d equals 2, then temp b equals 0. Hopefully that makes sense. Based on his direction, it'll just pick which one it's pulling from. And now when we do our mask, since the masks are down here at the bottom and they're lined up exactly the same, we can just take whatever temp A and temp B location we get and just add 2 to the temp B. And it's always the mask. If we were this one, it jumps us down to that one. So that's how we can do our masks. So when we go to pull from the destination, those were zeros here, 0 and 2. I'm going to say temp A. This is temp A. And now here it's going to be temp A plus 2. Or temp B, sorry. Temp B plus 2. And this is just temp B, because this is our shadow, or our mask, and this is our original. So let's see if this... He's running, it's just not quite right. Oh, and this would be why. We don't have shift taken into consideration. If you remember from Pac-Man, not only did we have to draw where his A and B were, but we had to shift it based on his animation. Now with this, we're not shifting based on animation, we're shifting based on his A2. Right? Yeah, here's his shifting. So we need to draw that in. Where are we at? Draw hero? So we say A times 1, this whole thing, actually this entire thing, I'm just going to put plus A2 plus A2. Let's see if that works. Oh, and that's, look at that, completely improves the whole thing. Now he is running a bit fast, even with everything cut down, so I'm just going to try reducing this. I'm going to put it at 60. Well, increasing this reduces the speed because it's increasing how long it waits in between each one. So I slowed it down to 60. Yeah, that's probably good actually. So there he is, he's running. Now, there is no collision detection in any way, there's no rules for gravity. He basically is just going to run in a straight line. He's ignoring everything. He's ignoring ground, pits. We don't have any of that in there. So, yeah, the next two, I'm probably not at it, but we need to first get all of his actions set before we mess around with anything else. I am going to now code in those buttons. Might as well, right? Let's see. Right key is 0. I'm going to take these two, only these two for now, and I'm going to go into picture 1, key down. Now we already had left and right put in here for stuff, so we already have the key code numbers in case you'd forgotten that 37 is left and then you go clockwise. I know I've said that a few times. This is for key down. So what we're going to say here is if key code equals 37, then that is the left key, so left key equals 1. If key code equals 39, then right key equals 1. And you know what? We got to put in our directions too, because if he's going left, then D equals 1, and if he's going right, D equals 2. I'm not going to mess with actions and stuff. We'll come up with that. Then what we need to do, I haven't had you guys do this yet. We're in key down. Now we'll go to key up. This is if you're letting go of the key. So if it happens to be these particular keys, we change these things to 0 because you've let go. And if you've let go, there should be some code in here. Let's try it. So he was running and then stopped. You know what I need to do is actually go into form. Where am I at here? Oh, we told him that we have his action already set to run. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm just going to, for now, put in code that says if I tell him to start running, that's here, that is action equals 1 for running. I'm just going to do this for now. We're going to change a lot of this stuff. So, if I hit the right key, he runs. If I let go, he stops. And left, and let go, he stops. So, right now, there's no gravity, but I can run this little guy to the right or to the left. Now, something, well, the alarm's beeping. I am probably going to stop for the day because it's going to take forever to upload all these things. But right now, he will only stop if he has reached the next tile. So if I just tap the key, he will run until he hits the next tile. That is not what we want in the end. Because if you look at Mario or anything else, you can stand right on the edge of a tile. See? Like, I can't stand on the edge. I can't stop myself halfway through. We will stop ourselves halfway through. It's just that's another step that we'll get to, where we will have more freedom. So for now, hopefully you guys have had fun catching up or getting through the tutorial up to this point, but hopefully you don't have to wait too long before I've got some more videos up. So let me save this and see you guys probably in a couple days.